Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the Daily Lessons podcast. This is going to be episode number 45, and we're going to be talking about one of my favorite fictional characters of all time. If you already weren't able to tell from the title itself, we're going to be talking about Batman, who is my personal favorite DC superhero. I think he's my favorite. I'm not sure. But he's definitely up there, right? He's very top tier. You either love Batman or you absolutely hate him. But Batman diehard fans are probably some of the most annoying ones. But I'm not here to get into comic book controversy. I'm here to talk about the lessons that we can actually learn from Batman. Now, if you need any background on who Batman actually is, go watch another YouTube video because I'm not going to give that much of a background, okay? But obviously, you probably already seen him a lot. He was played by Christian Bale, Robert Pattinson. He had this whole animated series. He's really popular in just pop culture himself. And he's an icon, okay? He's a genius, billionaire, playboy, philanthropist, right? Even though that line was said by Iron Man in Marvel The Avengers, but it really does just apply to Batman as well because he's literally all of those things as well, right? He's a genius. He's the CEO of Wayne Industries. I think that's the company. I think that's what it's called. He's also a philanthropist. He's a playboy, and he's a billionaire, right? So he's all the things that Iron Man is as well. Now, he has this code, okay? He has this code of not killing. Me personally, I think it's a stupid code when it comes to, some of his villains, especially the Joker, but he essentially has this code of where he's never going to completely be the cause of somebody's death, even if it's a villain, okay? He's always trapping Joker into Arkham Asylum or just sending him to prison, right? And this is his downfall. Everybody tells him to just end the job right then and there. Like, you cause so much pain and suffering just by letting these people live, especially the Joker. But he refuses to kill. And he lives and dies by that code. Now, if you ask me, I think he's a fool, right? Like, he essentially, what he wants to do is that he wants to make sure that he doesn't actually become something or somebody that he hates. He wants to make sure that there's a distinct line between him and the Joker, or him and Penguin, or him and Dr. Freeze, or whatever villain that you actually want to talk about. He wants to make sure that there's a distinct line between them, right? Do I think it's stupid? Absolutely, especially because the Joker literally takes so many innocent lives and he literally wreaks havoc in all of Gotham all the time. And you don't need to read even a single comic book. You don't need to be a comic book history nerd for that. You can literally just look at any of the movies, okay? Joker is portrayed, and he's portrayed as an evil, psychotic maniac, which he is, and Batman refuses to kill him, okay? Now, while I think that this code of not killing Joker, of all people, is extremely stupid, I think that is the number one lesson that we can actually learn from Batman. I think the belief system that Batman has in place of, like, I am not going to cross this line, I think we all need that. It doesn't need to necessarily be like a no gun rule like Batman has it, or a no kill rule. It could be literally anything. It could be like, hey, I was bullied as a kid, so I'm going to make sure that I'm not going to become a bully, right? And essentially that's the same promise that Batman made himself when his parents got killed in that one night in that alleyway, right? He made sure that he was going to take it upon himself, that he was going to try his best to stop all crime. And you can do that on a smaller scale. We all should be doing that on a smaller scale, even if it's just a simple example like bullying, right? We can make sure that, hey, if we were bullied as kids, that we don't grow up and we don't become bullies, and whenever we do see bullying, we stop it, okay? We have this power within us that we can develop a belief system that only provides good in this world. And that's what Batman embodies, essentially, that even though he might have some stupidity playing into it, we should always have a belief system that is completely benefiting the world as well. And I think that there should be an important distinction that every single person in the planet makes, that especially if you were wronged as a kid, if you were wronged as a teenager, or even maybe even as an adult, that you take it upon yourself, that you make sure that you never wrong somebody else like that, if ever given the opportunity. First of all, hope that you're never given the opportunity to find out in the first place, because I know a lot of people like myself, we think that, hey, if I was ever given the opportunity, then I would never treat people like this. But what is the point of even trying to test it out? Because you can never be sure, right? Every person has some type of evil within us, and if given the opportunity to get away with certain things, I don't know. Do you really want to find out if you're a bad person? Me personally, I don't want to, so that's why I kind of hope that I'm never given that opportunity in the first place. But if you are given that opportunity, at least vow to yourself, at least tell yourself, and at least make a promise to yourself that you're not going to indulge in the same behaviors that somebody else did against you. That's my whole thing, man. We need to make sure that we're strong people, that we don't harm or harm anybody in the same ways that we've been harmed. And I think that's one of the most powerful lessons that we can actually learn from Batman, and just learn from society as a whole, because there's a lot of great people out there, and they're not just great because they were born great, or good because they were born good. They became good because they saw so much in their life. They saw how people violated them and how they wronged them, and then they made a vow to themselves that, hey, I'm not ever going to hurt anybody like this. And I think we need more of that, honestly, and I think Batman shows us that we can do that. But anyways, that was a quick little nerdy episode. I apologize if it bored you to death, honestly, but thank you for clicking on this video. Thank you for watching. Of course, make sure to hit that subscribe button for me as well if you're new to the channel. And if you're new to the channel, obviously welcome. My name is Yusha. I make videos like this every single day. I also have it available on Spotify, so make sure to check that out. It's in the description down below, and leave a like on this video, guys. Anyways, this is Yusha once again. I'm signing out, guys. Take care of yourselves. Goodbye.